I hate when I give a dude the time of day and he wastes my time. Like, I ain't got shit else to do. Like, I'm a full-time mother. I have 3 fucking jobs trying to support myself and my kids. If you're talking to me, don't waste my time. If you want one thing from me, bye. There's the door.
And it really blows because it's like every time when I'm like super into somebody that's like really like totally attractive and like delicious, sometimes I just don't feel the same way. And it really stinks.
Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you are all doing well. So it's been quite some time since I recorded an episode, but you know what? In my absence, there has been no shortage at all of content over here on TikTok. So we have here today some single mothers who, you know, they want to date, they want to find their Prince Charming, they want a man, but the men don't want them. Now, for anyone with 2 functioning brain cells, it's kind of obvious why, okay? And I make this point every single damn video that I talk about specifically single mothers, is that men don't want to raise kids that are not their own, okay? It's really obvious, but nevertheless, single mothers take it upon themselves to jump on TikTok and to rant about the fact that they can't find a man. So let's take a listen to to a few of these women and see what they have to say. But guys, as always, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Let's just jump right into the first video.
You want to know the worst feeling is when you meet someone and they're like a 10 out of 10, like totally your type. And then you actually vibe very well. Like, conversation's flowing, everything's good, and then like the date, if you will, gets cut short because something came up.
Okay, so right off the bat, you know, problem number 1 we have here is that we are shooting for dudes who are out of our league. Okay, this is what happens every single time on these videos, okay? These women, you know, although they're creating comments and directing their comments towards men, you know, why won't men date us? Like, what, you know, men are just insecure, or whatever the argument may be, okay? It's directed at men, but it's actually directed specifically at the dudes who are super attractive, because even these women who are single mothers, they don't want to date average guys, right? They don't want to date the dude who will actually be loyal to them and who will actually be there for them and care about them. No, they're shooting their shot at dudes who are never going to be interested. And the reason why these dudes are never going to be interested is typically because they have options. Why would they date a single mother? Well, they have options, and they might have some common sense as well, right? Why would they want to date a single mother when they can, for example, not do that? Hell, even a lot of the guys who don't have many options with dating, or who aren't interested in like, they just won't date single mothers either, because what the hell's the point, right? And the guys who are will date single mothers, it's kind of like a for fun thing only. Okay, and this is what happens. This is, you know, you put yourself in that box. If you can't secure the relationship with the father of your kid, then, you know, dudes are going to just straight up say, you know what, I'm not particularly interested in dealing with you. I don't know what else to say other than these women like this are absolutely crazy. And you know what else is crazy? Not having a good skincare routine, which is why today's episode is sponsored by Tiege Hanley. For those of you guys who don't know, Tiege Hanley is a skincare company that helps men start and maintain a skincare routine by uncomplicating the entire process. Personally, I have been using them for a long time, even before they sponsored the channel. They have different systems, but I would suggest starting with their level 1 system, which comes with all of the basic stuff. You get a daily face wash to get rid of all the dirt and grime on your skin. You get a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin. You get an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 to help with sun exposure, and you also get a PM moisturizer so that you stay healthy and hydrated throughout the night. Guys, Tiege Hanley is a great choice for skincare because the entire process is super simple. The box literally comes with an instruction card so that even male feminists could figure out how to use the products. They are the first sponsor that I have ever had on this channel, and for good reason. Not only do I use their stuff myself, but they also have tons of 5-star reviews that you can find on their website in places all over the world, and they are actually capable of helping men with skincare no matter who you are. As a member of Tiege Hanley, guys, you also get a lot of benefits. You get 20% off of the retail price. You get the ability to customize your box. You get deals that nobody else gets. You have the ability to pause or cancel your orders at any time. If you live in the US, you also get free shipping. And guys, because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they are offering you a great deal. Just click the first link in the description and you'll get 30% off of your first box. Plus, you get a free gift as well. And as a special bonus, the free gift includes either a stylish dop kit or a high quality dowel. So don't miss out on this deal and click that link to get started today. But back to today's episode. Let's continue with the video.
And then you actually vibe very well. Like, conversation's flowing, everything's good. And then, like, the date, if you will, gets cut short because something came up.
Okay, so the dude, either you acted crazy or did something really annoying, or he figured out that you were just going to be too much effort and too much hassle, or he found out that you're a single mother, which you probably neglected to tell him on these hookup applications. Right, so a lot of these women, when they are single mothers, what they'll do is they'll jump on these dating applications, and like I used to do, what's it called? Like, we used to pull up dating profiles. I haven't done that for a little while, but oftentimes, you know, these girls who, they'll leave out the fact that they're single mothers, right? Like, they'll leave that part out so that the dude has to discover it later on. This is probably one of the many reasons why she's being stood up or why the dates get cut short, is because the guy's just like, I'm not dealing with this. It's not really for me.
Right. And then it's kind of like, well, this person's probably just not interested. And it really blows because it's like every time when I'm like super into somebody that's like really like totally attractive and like delicious, sometimes I just don't feel the same way.
Okay, so first of all, if you don't have a ring on your finger, they always feel that way. That's number one here. It's really interesting because you'll see these videos and these women, like, they cannot for the life of them differentiate the difference between having a guy who's attracted to them physically and a dude who actually wants a relationship. Like, I don't take it as if a girl jumps on camera and she says, oh, I can get all these dudes and look how many men are in my inbox, or, you know, any of these sorts of things. It's not really, there's no ring on your finger. You haven't won anything. You see what I'm saying? It's not some great victory. But yeah, she's going for the dudes here who are super attractive. Okay, and she's wondering why these dudes don't want her, right? And she's completely ignoring, mind you, by virtue of the fact that she's doing this, she's completely ignoring the dudes who are, you know, who are just the rest of the men, right? Unless you're super attractive, unless you're probably quite tall, or you make a lot of money. Usually it's just physical attraction on these dating applications, which I'm going to assume this is where she's meeting these dudes, because she just strikes me as that type of woman. Yeah, it's all going to be physical based, right? So she's shooting her shot at the top percentage of dudes. She's a single mother, and then she's sitting there wondering why these men don't want to continue dating her. Now, they might want to continue having fun, which again, she can't seem to differentiate between the two here. A lot of these girls, they can't differentiate between the fact that men might want to have fun with them, but they don't actually want a relationship with you.
And it really stinks. But that always happens to me all the time. So here we are. It's rainy. But then also what's like crazy is you might think like things are really good and like the vibe is amazing and you feel like it was a good time. But sometimes on their end, the feeling wasn't mutual.
Okay, so again, you don't have a ring, so it's not sometimes, madam. It's all the time. And this is what I'm talking about, okay? Even the dudes who, like, will date you or will see you, they're not actually interested in dating you. They're just looking for a bit of fun, They're going to, you know, have their fun, and then they're going to leave. Okay, and again, this is a function of being a single mother. This is what happens when you have a child and you don't continue to have the father in the life of the child, right? And I make this argument every single time. Okay, every single time, someone in the comments will be like, "Oh, you know, Taylor, what if he's a deadbeat dad? You know, what if he doesn't want to see his kids?" It is a very rare thing, I've noticed, that men don't want to see their kids. What happens more often is either the woman is just so intolerable to be around and she just shoves the dude away from his kids. She just outright removes him from the family. She takes, you know, or she takes the kids. Like, it's a very hard argument for people to make to me to say, oh, you know, most of these men, they just don't care about their kids. Right? When in actual fact, most men care about their kids, and a lot of dudes are just straight up taken away from them. Or, you know, even in the case, let's talk about this, okay? Let's just say this woman chose a dude who didn't want to look after the kid. That's still on her. Why are you having bedroom fun with dudes who are not going to stick around to raise a kid? Like, why are you, you know? it makes absolutely no sense. They choose the bad boys. Okay, if you want to choose a bad boy, fine. But don't, like, what's going to happen is he's not, you know, he's probably going to ditch you. He's not interested, and he's going to dip. Right? And these are things that are incredibly obvious. People like to say this crap of like, oh, I dated this dude for like so long and then he just completely changed his colors. Not true. You probably just ignored all of the red flags. But let's keep going with the video.
Which I feel like it was, but I mean, sometimes we don't know everything. And so, anyways, yeah, so it's raining and it's sad as heck outside, and like I'm kind of bummed and sad about it. Because I'm not stupid. Like, I could tell when somebody's, like, not into me. So, whatever. You're lost, buddy.
This is, whenever I hear this, it's kind of just, wow, that's a terrifying frame. It's just straight up delusion, right? So, like, let's think about this for a second. If the dude stood you up, if the dude didn't want to date you, if he didn't want to take you seriously, you're going to have a very hard time pitching the idea that it's his loss. He probably weighed the pros and cons very quickly, and he was like, nah, this is a loss for me by continuing to talk to you. Okay? Like, I see so many of these videos where the framing is just so incorrect, right? It's framed as though the man is in some sort of victorious position because he takes the woman on a date. Like, oh, you know, he gets to take me on a date. He gets to pay for things. He gets, you know, all of this, gesturing to herself and bearing in mind she also has a kid. But what really the case is that the dude doesn't benefit at all. He's taking care of a kid that is not his own. He's dating a woman who, guys, say what you will, okay? Sitting in your car and recording TikToks of yourself complaining about your dating life probably says a lot about your other characteristics. You're probably going to be a headache. You're probably not going to be particularly sane. You're not necessarily going to be someone who dudes in their right mind would consider a viable dating partner. It's just not how it works. But let's keep going.
You're lost, buddy. Somebody else's gain, I guess. I don't know. Ugh, I hate dating, you guys. It's stupid.
You know what?
But before we continue to the next clip, okay? This woman here says, get this. So she hates dating. Why? Because the super attractive men that she wants don't want to date her. All of the other dudes who would give her a chance and who would have a relationship with her, despite the fact that, in my opinion, it's incredibly stupid to do so, all of these dudes get passed up, right? Because they're not good enough. Yeah, this is like a dude who like has no job, no car, no ambition, and he's like, man, dating sucks because supermodels won't date me. They should just date me for the sake of me, right? They should just date me. I don't like the gym. I've never been. I don't have a membership. I've got no job. I've got no friends. But the supermodel across the street from me or down the street, she should date me because simply because I exist. And if she doesn't, it's her loss. You see how when it's framed from the man's perspective, everybody realizes that he's a complete idiot, right? But if the woman says it, it's like, oh, queen, dating must be so hard for you. Get out of here, man. Let's jump into this next video here. This is a single mother rant. I have not watched this video beyond what I played at the intro for you guys, but just check this out for red flags, right? Number one, we seem to be yelling on TikTok. Number two, we have incredibly long nails. We have a chest tattoo. Is this an arm sleeve as well going on here? We have a sternum tattoo. you just know that the video itself is going to be a real problem. So let's take a listen to what this woman has to tell us as a single mother going on a rant about dating. Let's take a listen.
You know what I hate about being a single mom? I hate when I give a dude the time of day and he wastes my time. Like, I ain't got shit else to do. Like, I'm a full-time mother. I have 3 fucking jobs trying to support myself and my kids. If you're talking to me, don't waste my time.
You guys see what I mean about the framing? Right? She frames it as though her time is so limited, so you should feel privileged if she talks to you because her time is limited. You see the framing, right? The instant, I'm better than you, my time is more valuable than yours, so that, you know, you need to pedestalize me, essentially. You need to work on my schedule. What if the guy has crap to do? What if he's not interested in dating a single mother? You see, this is what I'm talking about with the framing, and like how a lot of these people, they will instantly try and establish a beneficial power dynamic. And a lot of these guys, like a lot of guys who go out there and who choose to date or whatever, they don't necessarily understand what's happening here. You know, like they might hear this and it might go, okay, that's a little bit like, you know, off of you, I suppose. But what's really happening here is she's just trying to position herself as more valuable than men. Right? And this is stuff that I think a lot of guys don't necessarily understand when they look at videos, like, or when they hear women talk like this. It's kind of just like, oh yeah, whatever. But what's really happening is she's trying to, you know, assert superiority, which is, of course, very cringe, because her time is apparently more valuable than yours just because she's a single mother and she has less time. Which, hey, you know, even if you don't have kids, if you're a dude and you don't have kids, maybe your time is full as well. But of course, it doesn't matter to this woman. So let's run it back and let's continue with the video.
I hate when I give a dude the time of day and he wastes my time. Like, I ain't got shit else to do. Like, I'm a full-time mother. I have 3 fucking jobs trying to support myself and my kids. If you're talking to me, don't waste my time. If you want one thing from me, bye. There's the door. I ain't got time for no sneaky link type shit. If you want me, you better show me that. Because if you don't, I'm gone.
Okay, so first disagreement here. The women who say that they are not for sneaky links. So if you're not up with the degenerate language, basically that just means a hookup, right? So if this woman basically says, listen, I'm a single mother. My time is limited. I'm not interested in the hookups. And I want to put a, you know, brackets at the end of that says anymore. Okay? Because what happens is we go out here, we have children to either a bad boy, which, you know, was obviously a stupid decision, or we had children with a dude who we forced out of the family unit. In any case, absolute red flag. But now that we've done this, okay, we need a good man who's going to make his intentions clear and who's not just going to use me for my body and have a bit of fun. Which, by the way, it's really funny, the framing of that as well. You know, I'm sick of these guys using me for, you know, for fun and not making their intentions clear. This is a process that a lot of these women voluntarily engage in, okay? So anytime you hear this crap of like, oh, I hate hookup culture and I'm so done with like the one night stuff, nobody was forcing you to do that. Just by the way, I want to put that out there. Nobody was forcing you to do that. Nobody told you to do that. You just bought into the idea that it was empowering because it was a good excuse to do it. And here we are, a few years later, and we're a single mother with 1 billion chest tattoos. Guys, like, again, so she said here that she works 3 jobs to support her kids, okay? She's got her nails all done here. She seems to have her hair, like her hair's been, like, colored, and, you know, she's got tattoos, so lots of money being invested on the appearance. But I'm sorry, I thought we were working 3 jobs because we were altruistic. Things just never add up with these videos. Like, you think about them logically, you think through them in your head, and nothing just adds up very well.
I'm done. You can leave me be, because I got other shit I need to be doing than to be worried about you.
Okay, so we're not going to continue into this next video just yet, right? But she basically says, listen, I want a man, but I don't need you. I want a man, I need a man, but I don't need you, and you need to work on my schedule as a single mother because I'm so valuable. These women are straight up clueless, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. Let's jump into this next video here. We'll go to this one. Excuse me. Another woman in her car. Clearly a boss babe. I think I just threw up in my mouth trying to say that, but this is a girl who is also a single mother who says dating freaking sucks. Guys, I haven't done like... It's funny when people say, they're like, oh, Taylor, you know, you're just cherry picking content. You're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Guys, I just want to emphasize, this is a very bottomless barrel TikTok, okay? TikTok is an absolutely degenerate place. I can go there every single day and get new videos to cover. It's absolutely astounding. But we have yet another video here of a woman in her car who is also a single mother complaining about dating and how it sucks. Let's take a listen.
This might be very random, but I am so sick of men. I am so sick of y'all ass. All that
Damn.
come over, let's hang out shit, no. How about you take me out for drinks? Take me on a date. I'm not coming over your house.
Hell no. You could not pay me... I did not watch this clip ahead of time, guys. You could not pay me money to take this woman on a date. Like, you could say, Taylor, I'm gonna pay you a significant amount of money, and what you have to do is you have to take this woman on a date, and you have to pretend like you're interested in her. I couldn't do it. I genuinely could not do it. Right? I'm sick of men. I'm gonna play that first part back. That is hilarious. That is so funny.
This might be very random, but I am so sick of men. I am so sick of y'all ass. All that
Damn.
come over, let's hang out shit, no. How about you take me out for drinks? Take me on a date. I'm not coming over your house. If I text you and tell you I'm getting my hair done because you asked me what I'm doing, or I say I'm getting my nails done, don't ask me to see my hair or see my nails after if you didn't ask me if I needed something on it.
What? So this woman's logic is we're supposed to just pay for your crap? Like, see, this is the problem where my brain kind of implodes upon itself here, guys, because on one hand, we're strong and independent, right? We're a boss babe. We don't need no man. But on the other hand, we get really offended when men don't pay for our stuff. Right? So if a man says, hey, what are you up to? And she's like, oh, getting my nails done. You're like, oh, cool. You know, like, how do they look? No, apparently that's like a red flag, right? You have to pay for her. I can't use this word on YouTube, but she's essentially just advertising herself as a night worker. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is not dating. You're not complaining about dating sucking. You're literally treating this as though it's a profession. You feel me? But absolutely astounding how men just, by virtue of the fact that we're men, we apparently just have to take you out on a date, and we have to pay for your nails, and we have to pay for your hair. I don't know what dude in their right mind is doing this for you. But I'm going to assume that any guy who's doing this is quite ill, to say the least.
Take me on a date. I'm not coming over your house. If I text you and tell you I'm getting my hair done because you asked me what I'm doing, or I say I'm getting my nails done, don't ask me to see my hair or see my nails after if you didn't ask me if I needed something on it. And if a woman you sleeping with asks you for money, she begging, it's a problem. But y'all could go to the strip club and throw money on a stripper who ain't doing nothing but enticing, seducing, and making you lust.
I don't know. See, this is something that blows my mind, okay? She's assuming that the dudes who are critiquing her for basically advertising herself here as a night worker are also here in the club throwing dollar bills at women. She's just assuming that those two things go hand in hand, right? I think that this woman is an absolute clown for what she's saying, but you won't catch me in the club doing what she's describing. You see how she's just conflated these two things, and she assumes that the man who is critiquing her is also the dude who's going out here doing these things, right? There's just no common sense, there's no logical thought trail going on here, other than man need to do thing for me. That's all that's going on up there. Men owe me things simply because I am a woman. Fantastic stuff. And they wonder why dudes, this is, again, by the way, I want to highlight this fact for a second here. Fairly certain this woman is also a single mother too. So, amazing work here. Absolutely amazing. This reminds me of, like, you guys remember back in school, you would always have those teachers that were just, like, completely unhealthy middle-aged women who would just, like, go off on students for absolutely no reason. This video reminds me of exactly those types of women who just sit here and they scold you for crap simply because you exist. And that, like, it's amazing. And to top it off, right, we have to add on the fact that dating sucks, as if it's somehow the men's fault. That's just absolutely amazing. Guys, we're going to be ending today's episode there. I'm going to go try and get rid of this headache I just miraculously got in the past few minutes. But other than that, guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.